know, the American hero of America is the small business entrepreneur, isn't it? And really, for the last 2 years, one of the reasons I think our economy has been in this rut is that the politicians in Springfield and Washington, D.C. have treated small businessmen and women as if they're enemy combatants. The United States national debt in 1983 was $1.5 trillion. $1.5 trillion. Today, what are we at today? You know the number, 14.3 trillion, right? We're right up against we're bumping against this debt ceiling. That means we've almost increased the national debt tenfold in the last 25 years. But you know when most of that increase in the debt has happened? In just the last 3 years. So in 3 years, we've increased the national debt by $5 trillion. That is more borrowing, just put this in perspective. That is more borrowing than the United States government borrowed from 1776 through 2005. You can't simply go to the bank and say, write me another loan, right? You can't, if you're a household and you're way overdue on your credit card, you can't go to the credit card company and say, give me another $1 trillion increase in my credit card limit. And that's essentially what the Congress is asking and the Obama administration is asking to do. And I find that to be completely reprehensible. We can't simply give them a blank check. We can't give them an additional balance on their credit card unless we have some firm assurances that this kind of fiscal misbehavior is going to stop. But I pose this question always to Robert Reich. I probably asked him 15 times this question on the air, and he has never once answered the question, because there is no answer to it. I say, Bob, how in the world are you going to create more jobs if you're going to suck more taxes out of the people that create the jobs, right? And there's silence. I've never had a liberal once answer that question. It's impossible, right, Jack? I mean, if you take money out of the business, there's less money to employ people. Or the way my good friend Dick Armey, I used to work for Dick Armey many years ago, Dick said this really, so succinctly. He said that liberals love jobs, but they hate employers. There is no reason in the world that tuition costs should be rising by 3 times the rate of inflation, but it's happening in Illinois, it's happening around the country, and it's because our politicians just give these folks free rein. I go to a lot of these Tea Party rallies, and I went to one out in Wisconsin a few months ago, and this one woman had this great sign that said, "Thank God Barack Obama doesn't know what comes after $1 trillion." And I thought, yeah, thank God is right. You know, what does come after $1 trillion? Quadrillion?